Welcome everyone to Vested Interest. This is Shane back with another weekly update on the portfolio. Pretty crazy week, everyone. We know the Fed's raised rates at 0.5%, 50 basis points. Looks like they're going to continue to raise at least through the next few months at 50 basis points as well. So 0.5%, trying to get to 2.5%. Is what their aim is or goal is. In my opinion, it needs to be higher than that to fight the current inflation, but we'll see how their actions affect that. Let's take a look at the overall portfolio. This week it was, like I said, pretty crazy. A lot of red days, followed by right after the Fed raised rates, a very green day, and then right back down the market went. So on days like that and times like this week, I look for the value. Where are stocks getting cheap? Where can I increase my dividend yield? Where can I increase my future return? And buy the same stocks I'm going to buy anyway on sale. Who doesn't like a good sale? I never walk into a place I want to buy something and say, hey, things are on sale, things are cheaper, I think I'm going to leave. That's not what I do. Continue to dollar cost average into these stocks. If you've done your due diligence, you have an idea of what their value is worth, pick them up whenever they're on sale. Don't be freaked out about market drops. Those, for us dividend growth investors, should be the days that we want to buy. Red to me is a good thing. Like I said, it increases my dividend yield and my future returns. We did add $3,372 and some change to the portfolio. So let's take a look at what we did with those funds. We went to work on May 2nd. We added 10 shares of Huntington Bank, this financial sector, ticker HBAN, at $13.27. We added 5 more shares of Bank of America, also in the financial sector, ticker BAC. A lot of these guys I covered in my stocks to watch for May, or stocks I was going to buy for May. I am seeing a lot of value in the financial sector and Reits sector. You will see that here. There is a theme to what I'm buying. When I make these videos, it is about what I'm going to buy or what I'm looking to buy, interested in buying, and that's exactly what I did. I'm seeing a lot of value in financials. We also added 2 shares of Cisco Systems, ticker CSCO, at $49.50. Cisco Systems is in the tech sector. We added 10 shares of Siboney-Stillwater, ticker SBSW, at $13.71. This actually continued to pull back. There is a strike going on. This is a mining company. I believe with the transition to EVs, a lot of the mining companies are undervalued, and we're going to see those continue. And also with higher inflation, typically mining stocks, material stocks do well during high inflation as well, especially if they're related to gold or nickel, platinum, some of the things that the EV companies are going to be using as we transition to EVs. Next up, we added 4 shares of Intel Corp, ticker INTC, at $43.77. Another sector you might find some value in is the tech sector. Intel is in the tech sector. Back to banks, financials, US Bank Corp, ticker USB. We added 8 shares at $48.93. Again, like I said, financials, I'm seeing a lot of value there. Stag Industrials, here's our first REIT, another one I'm seeing value in. Added 6 shares of Stag Industrial, ticker STAG, at $37.48. Added 2 shares of Verizon Communications, ticker VZ, out of the communications sector. This one has just gotten so cheap, again, lower than Warren Buffett's overall price value, and USB is also a Buffett stock, so is Bank of America, if you did not know that. We added 3 shares, another one in the REIT sector, to Realty Income, ticker O, at $69.67. I actually believe this has continued to pull back and is down around $67, $66 per share, so we'll look to add next week if it stays there. Another one out of the REITs and real estate sector, Omega Healthcare Investors. We added 5 shares at $25.73. One I really like. This one is a high dividend yield. It is also in elderly care facilities, so one I think is going to benefit with our aging population. And lastly, we had a little bit of funds left over, so Kinross Gold Corp, ticker KGC, another mining company, dollar strong mining companies. Gold and silver, platinum has pulled back, so I'm looking to add to those material sectors, mining companies that I have in my portfolio. So we had a little bit of funds and added 1 share at $4.96 for a total of $1,776.32 on May the 2nd. Again, guys, this was Monday after the market had pulled back last week. I didn't really I added some, but nothing on Friday, and jumped in first thing Monday morning before the market turned green again on Wednesday. Next up, after the Fed announced rates, like I said, everything shot up on the 4th, but on the 5th it was right back down. So we brought some more capital, $1,595.78, and let's see what we did with those funds. Right back to Bank of America in the financial sector, 5 shares of ticker BAC, $38.10. Again, right back to the financial sector, US Bank Corp, ticker USB, 5 more shares at $49.79. We did add 2 shares of CVS Health Corporation, ticker CVS, at $99.64. Anything under 100 is a buy for CVS, in my opinion. This one is a consumer discretionary in the healthcare sector as well. They do, I'm sure everyone's aware of what CVS is. 2 more shares of Cisco Systems in the tech sector, ticker CSCO at $50.94. Right back to Reits. Store Capital, this is another Warren Buffett stock here. Store Capital, 5 shares, ticker STOR at $28.40. We added 6 more shares of Intel Corp, ticker INTC. Again, back to the tech sector, $45.74. Right back to Reits, 6 more shares of Stag Industrial, ticker STAG at $37.05. Communication sector, Verizon Communications just is so cheap at $48, under $50 in my opinion is a buy for Verizon. 2 more shares, ticker VZ in the communication sector. Right back to banks again, 6 more shares of Huntington Bank shares, ticker HBAN, and 3 more shares of Siboney-Stillwater, ticker SBSW at $12.77. Again, in the material sector, mining company here. And a quick portfolio update overall, the portfolio is sitting at $112,884.77. Dividend yield of 4.329%, and this is what it's all about, guys. Whether the market's up, down, red, green, floating sideways, $4,886.99 annual dividend income. We are continually increasing this annual dividend income as we add to the portfolio, and we've had several companies increase their dividend payouts as well, so that helps to add to this dividend income also. Quick run through the sectors here. Communications at 9.46, consumer discretionary at 3.69. This is one where I really would like to add, but there's so many other spots I'm seeing value in right now that I continue to build out some other positions. Once I get to those positions to where I want, I'll pull back and I'll probably add a new position into consumer discretionary. I may even add to Leggett and Platt a little bit more, which is the only one I have in this sector currently, but there is some value in consumer discretionary right now, obviously with higher inflation and uncertainty in the market right now. A lot of people are not buying things unless they have to. Consumer staples is where people are still going to spend, and that's the next sector at 9.56. Energy sector as well is screaming right now. If you were buying energy stocks last year, you are doing very well. I'm glad I was. A lot of oil and gas. The oil and gas sector is very high at 10, and my allocation is at 10.42. Chevron, ExxonMobil, I'd love to add more to them, but they're just so high right now. But they are carrying my portfolio currently. Financials, like I said, seeing a lot of value there, is at 10.59% of the portfolio. Healthcare, aging population, guys, if you don't have anything in healthcare, I would definitely look to add. CVS is out of the healthcare sector. 11.16 consumer healthcare and consumer discretionary sector for CVS. We added a couple more shares there. Industrials is sitting at 11.94. 3M to me is still undervalued. I'm probably going to look to add some there. I'd love to get some more Johnson & Johnson in the healthcare sector as they pull back a little bit. They're down in the 175 range, so there's a couple you might want to look at as well for next week. Technology sector sitting at 12.14. Materials, we saw several Siboney-Stillwater, King & Ross Gold, several purchases in that sector is at 6.22. Utilities I haven't really added to. Another one, energy and utilities are up right now. Looking to add to those. Next area, energy, looked like it was pulling back a little bit, so might look to add to that sector as it does. And lastly, Reits and real estate, another one that I've been adding to pretty heavy with Stag, with Store, Omega Healthcare Investors, OHI, Realty Income, ticker O. Those are all in the Reits real estate sector. Again, seeing a lot of value there. As rates go up, typically these tend to pull back. They should do all right in the long term, and they are higher yielding stocks that I like in these higher inflation times. With that said, guys, that is the end of the video. As always, appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't done so already, show me some love, hit the thumbs up button, ring the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below. Guys, let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what you think of the additions. Did you add anything this week? What did you add? Always love to read your comments, your opinions. Do you have any suggestions for future topics, future stocks you'd like me to cover in the stock pick of the day series perhaps? Drop those down below. I do read and respond to all the questions and comments myself. This is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate everyone who subscribed to the channel. Help keep the channel growing. Share with anyone you think that might find value, and definitely subscribe to the channel so you're notified, and hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever we put out new videos. Really appreciate everyone stopping by. Hope you're having a great weekend. This will come to you on Sunday. So I'm going to get back at it. I've got to mow the yard. Appreciate everyone. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I'm only sharing my opinion and investing journey for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk. You can lose money and should never invest any amount you're not comfortable losing. Always do your own research and invest based on your situation, circumstances, and select the criteria, or seek the advice and counsel of a certified financial advisor.